Hey, this is Brian with Smarter Networker. I've got two questions for you. If you're here watching this video and scrolling down through the information on this page, you are trying to figure out if the prospecting and closing workshop is right for you or not. And so I want to help you out with that. And so I've got these two questions for you. If you can answer yes to both of these questions, then maybe this is for you. First question is, are you currently working your business every day? Are you working your home-based business? Maybe it's on a part-time basis, that's totally fine. Maybe it's only an hour a day, that's totally fine. But are you doing something every single day? I mean, are you talking to people every single day about your home-based business? If you answered yes to that, then awesome, you're on your way. Your second question is, are you teachable? What I mean by this is, are you willing to learn? Are you willing to understand that maybe there's a better way? Maybe you can improve your skill set a little bit to improve your numbers, to make yourself more effective and more efficient in the amount of time that you have to work your home-based business. So if you've answered yes to both of these questions, then let's keep going. If you've answered no, I'm not working my business, I'm looking for something to get me motivated to go to work, this is not that. This is a very, very intensive, hardcore workshop. This is not a class. This is not a listen along training or something like that. This is a workshop where you will be required every single day to do something in your home-based business. Now, how do we know that you're going to be doing something? Because every single Sunday night, you're going to be required to turn in your homework, to report how many dials you made, to report how many conversations you had, and what your results were. And that's a requirement, meaning that if you do not do that, we can, and sometimes do, kick people out of the class, no refunds, because that's how serious we are about this. We want you to become successful, and many people just need this extra little kick to get them over the hump to really make themselves successful in their home-based business. So what is the prospecting and closing class other than this intensive workshop? Well, it's an amazing opportunity for you to be able to learn from some of the best in the business. Some extremely successful trainers will be helping us every single week for 4 consecutive weeks. The first one, of course, as you know, is Dani Johnson. This woman has had amazing success in home-based business, as well as many other types of businesses. You probably already know her story. If you don't, go check it out over on Smarter Networker. It is really one of the industry's most amazing testimonials that there are. And she's going to be with us for 2 of the 8 classes, and going to be sharing her wisdom and actually be role-playing with people, answering your questions. 4 hours of training from this woman is priceless. Our other 2 trainers have been raised up by Dani Johnson and are incredibly successful in their own right. They have taken the training just like you're doing, and they've applied it to their home-based business and to other things in their life, and they've seen themselves get out of debt. They've seen themselves build a successful business and be able to go on and make tons and tons of money in a sustainable way, where they have the lifestyle that we all dream about. They have that lifestyle that our industry promises so often, but doesn't always deliver. And so these are Jackie O'Quinn and his brother Stacy O'Quinn are going to be doing some trainings for us on the 2nd and 3rd weeks that are going to be powerful. These are guys that are in the field today building their home-based business, and so they're right in the trenches with you, and you can really relate with what they're going to share with you. And then also we've got in the first week of the class, we've got an orientation by myself and one of our sales representatives, Laura Sankowski. We're going to be able to get you guys up to speed, getting you ready, getting you on track to be successful. We're going to make sure you've got all the resources you need. And then we've got an encore presentation from Dani Johnson herself from a previous prospecting and closing class. Now, these do not happen all that often. This is a pretty rare thing. In fact, we've only done it once this year, and before that, it was several years before one of these happened. Now, we've worked it out with Dani and Stacy and Jackie to be able to fit into all 3 of their schedules and to be able to make this happen. And so we're really excited about this. Now, what can you expect as far as the results from this class and this workshop? And here's what happened in the last one. Now, this was the very first one we've done in this current format. We didn't know what to expect, so we did this and it worked out fantastic. So we had 185 people in our last class. And those 185 people made 70,004 dials. Now, I actually think they made a little bit more than that, but this is what they reported. It was 70,004 dials over a 4-week period, which is pretty awesome. From that 70,000 dials, they got into 10,246 conversations. I've got my little cheat sheet right here. And so imagine that you made basically 1 out of 7 people that you dial pick up the phone. That's pretty awesome, okay? And so then you can't really control that number. That's just basically going to work and getting that normal result of about a 15% pickup rate, which is great. But here's where it gets exciting, okay? Of those 10,000 conversations that they had, they sent 3,241 people to a presentation. So 32% of the people that they spoke to during that period of time went and looked at the business presentation that they wanted to show them. And that's an exciting thing. That's a 32% closing rate on just saying hi to somebody and then getting them to take a look at your business. Take a look at your numbers right now and see if you're anywhere close to that. Now remember also, this is a mix of people. These are cold market people. These are warm market people. These are people that are doing flyers. These are people that are, have a huge list of contacts that they personally know. And this is also people that are buying cold leads. So imagine that combination, and you're still getting a 32% closing ratio of people taking them from a conversation to a presentation. Now here's what got exciting to me, is those 3,241 people that went and took a look at a business opportunity, 990 of them signed up in some opportunity somewhere, which is amazing. Again, about a 30% closing ratio from the presentation to a sign up as a group of 185 people in every kind of business you can imagine. So that's a pretty powerful statement. Imagine if you could apply these numbers to your business. What would be happening right now in your home-based business? Now, the exciting part about this is that this is a proven track record. This is not maybe this will happen. If you're willing to do the work, like we talked about before, and if you're teachable, you will and you can have these kinds of numbers as well. And that's what we're excited about. So this class starts on September 15th. You can scroll down and get all the information about the schedule of the class. It's 2 nights per week, so every Tuesday and Thursday night for 4 consecutive weeks. It's a big commitment, we understand that, but that's why we're kind of weeding out the people that aren't super serious about their business. This is not, like I said earlier, not something just to kind of listen along and get some information. Oh, that's a good idea, maybe I'll try doing that. This is hardcore, go to work. Not only are we going to be, is it training every single week, but we're actually going to be pulling people live out of the crowd and doing role playing with our trainers. So every week, 2, 3, 4 people are pulled from the crowd, and you get to hear them do role play. It might even be you, actually. You get to ask questions. You're going to get to hear and be part of role playing every single week. And then on top of that, we have a Facebook community that's a private group. This is actually a secret group that nobody knows about except the people that are in this class, that you get to communicate with each other and talk about what's working for you. Many times our trainers will pop in and share some other training tips, or come in and finish up a point that they're making on the call. It's a really cool, live, interactive, 24-hour-a-day kind of place where you can plug in with the other people that are going through the same thing you're going through in this prospecting and closing workshop. So we're super excited about this. Again, it starts on September 15th and 17th, and then every Tuesday and Thursday for the next 3 weeks after that, you're going to be exposed to some great trainers. The final week is when Dani Johnson joins us for both days, both Tuesday and Thursday, 2 hours a day of powerful training live with Dani Johnson. You can ask her questions. You can. There's all kinds of ways to communicate, and we're going to have a great time doing this. So if you want these kind of results for your business, you're committed, you're working your home-based business now, you're teachable, then this class is for you. Now, if it's not for you, we say, oh, I'm not quite ready for that, we totally understand that. And that's why we've got our free 30-day boot camp over at Smarter Networker. We've got our Monday night strategy calls. We've got webinars. We've got our blog with all kinds of great training over there. We encourage you to go over there and take part of all that. Be part of our community. Join us over on Project 1000. We'd love to have you over there as well, kind of learning from the people that are using Dani Johnson's material in their home-based business. How is it working for them? If you're at that point in your business, we have plenty of resources for you as well. But if you are serious about your business and maybe you only have an hour a day, or a couple hours a week, or maybe you are somebody who's putting in 4 or 5 or even 8 hours a day into your home-based business and you want better results than you're getting now, then this class is for you. This is not, again, it's not really a class, it's much more of a workshop, a true workshop where you will be going to work, being critiqued by our trainers and come out of this class much better than you are today, and seeing better results and more efficient, and bottom line, making more money. Now make sure you stay plugged into some of the material we're going to be sending out in emails and on some of our web pages and stuff, because we have some great testimonials of people who have gone through the prospect and closing workshop. In fact, one gentleman, Gary, he went through this class and he sells a very high-end business package. He made over $19,000 in the final week of our last class, just in that single week. And so we have all kinds of stories of people making their very first $1,000 in this class. People saying, you know what, I've talked to more people than I've ever done. I've signed up more customers than I've ever done in a short period of time. And even today, those same people are now seriously building their business because they were started correctly and they're moving forward. And so those testimonials that you'll see about this class are pretty mind-blowing, especially when you start seeing the results that some people are having. And so we're really excited to bring this class to you again. I don't know when the next one will be. Definitely will not be in 2015. This will be something that will happen next year if that happens. And again, these are got to take them when you can, because many times these classes are, they're purely based around Danny Johnson's schedule, Jackie O'Quinn's schedule, Stacy O'Quinn's schedule, and you get these three entrepreneurs on track with this at the same time is really not an easy feat. So we're excited to be able to bring it to you for the fall season of 2015. And I'm excited about this because the fall is always one of the most profitable times of our business. To have a skill set like you're going to develop is really powerful, and is going to have a lot of fun. So we hope to see you in the class, and please scroll down, get all the information you need. If you have any other questions at all, please shoot us an email and let us know what kind of questions you have, and we'll be happy to answer those for you. Have a good one, and we'll see you in the class.